passes to Wood. The shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. Wood's got 6 points.
And Schroeder entrusted to run this offense, making the right call.
Morant kicks to Brooks. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Well, this is his game. Be proactive offensively. Put the defense back on his heels.
Schroeder outside. Pass to Green. Back to Schroeder. Banked in off the glass.
Tremendous work inside by Dennis, using every inch of his frame to finish.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant passes to Bain. Back to Morant. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Look how Ja just glides through the contact. He's such a nimble player.
Green inside. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. Ja Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Memphis Grizzlies. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And one of the better young two-way big men in the NBA, Jaren Jackson. He talked about how his defensive responsibilities grow.
Probably be more of a backline help.
Now, with his 7'4" wingspan, Jackson has all the tools to be an elite rim protector.
But advanced understanding of positioning. His father was an NBA player, so he's been taught the game from a young age.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. So on the floor for Memphis, Anderson and Jackson inside. Then there's Ja Morant. Then it's Brooks. And it's Bain in at the 2 spot.
When you watch Dylan Brooks play, he's got some sandpaper to his game. Not shy about trading elbows.
I love those guys. You need these guys to win in this league. Willing to take the defensive challenge and put their bodies on the line to get stops.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Houston Rockets are rebuilding. And that's a hard pivot for a team that, until last season, was pursuing titles. The new front office has been candid. It's presented challenges as they look to go young and stack up draft picks. They plan to make constant bets on unproven talent as they build toward the future. Kevin?
All right, David, thank you. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off from three-point range. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Morant dishes to Brooks. The Grizzlies with another miss. Rockets have gone 0 of 4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And Matthews kicks it over to Schroeder. Pass to Şengün. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. He'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
DeAnthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. And then for Houston, Kenyon Martin Jr. comes in for Tate. And Porter subbed in for Green. Morant drives in. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7. And Smitty, I'm going to ask you to put your GM hat on here for a second. When you think of undervalued player types, what comes to mind?
For me, Kevin, defenders who are also great decision makers offensively. Everyone knows you need shooting, but you add in a player that can defend and pass, that's how you build an elite team.
.153 left in the second quarter. Here's Schroeder.
He's kind of lost his way this period, having a hard time getting anything to go down. And all quarter long, it's been the same story, inconsistent with his offense.
Morant finds Jackson. 6 on the shot clock, and the dunk by Jackson.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. And after suffering that knee injury in the bubble back in 2020, Jackson worked his way back steep.
That's always one of the toughest parts of the game, dealing with serious injury when you're young. They're hoping he can remain healthy because he's a foundational piece moving forward.
Wood, he's checked in for the Rockets.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
With the ability to beat his defender in a number of ways, Morant is truly a dynamic scorer.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Rockets. It's a 5-point game. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clear.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Grizzlies.
Guys, their willingness to attack the basket so far has been great. They're penetrating, finding the holes in the defense, and scoring from close range.
Yeah, and I think another key, guys, will be can they continue to hit that mid-range shot? I mean, they've been very effective here early on.
And finished off by Morant.
Now you see him, now you don't. There's only a few players that are faster with the ball than John Morant.
So it's the Rockets now, trailing by 4. The pass to Wood. No good. Shot missing. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Morant kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Driving. Oh,
Yes.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
They're playing well. They're building momentum. This is how they can turn a small lead into a big one.
Morant against Schroeder. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his 4th personal
That
foul.
one's on Morant.
You know, it's not easy to keep up with Schroeder. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense. He's in attack mode, drawing contact now, getting to the line, something he didn't do at all in the first quarter.
Konchar's checked in for Brooks. Morant against Schroeder. 11 seconds left in the first half of the game. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. The rebound by Anderson.
Yeah, you won't see him miss many dunks unless you've got somebody right in his face, as was the case there on that possession.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's the Grizzlies. They're up by 5. Live from the FedEx Forum, you're watching 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping John Morant in the first half. He had 18 points, 3 assists, and 1 block. And last game...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Taking a look at the Rockets. Porter in the backcourt with Green to his side. Gordon is out there with Jayshawn Tate. And it's Wood in at the center. And over his 4 years at TCU, Desmond Bain shooting 43% from long range. And, Steve, he has not slowed down in the NBA.
The Grizzlies, can you believe, took him with the final pick of the first round in 2020. That's great value, getting a floor spacer with size that late.
Now Porter kicks to Green. And it's blocked by Adams.
You see the effort defensively. Adams doing a great job of closing the space.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Jones checked in for Ja Morant. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Passes to Wood. That one falls. Wood's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Houston.
And undrafted out of college, Wood has dealt with plenty of adversity. I think he can overcome a little bump.
Hangs home the trifecta.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And Adams sends it back. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball. And here are the Rockets now. 6-point game. Here's Bain, guarded by Green. And that one drops. Bain's got 5 points now this quarter.
High offensive IQ. He makes great reads and adjustments on the fly.
They kick it out to Green. Pass to Tate. Uncovered, and he hits the jumper for 2.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
To the paint, here's Adams. Rockets with the rebound.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Jones. Pass to Bain. That shot missing. Good D by Wood.
2 minutes remaining.
Rockets trail by 4. And here's Porter. Tries from 10. And the rejection by Jackson. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. And there's Jackson on the assist by Jones.
So active inside, and with that big frame, Jackson has no trouble finishing through contact.
On the wing, Green. Here's the teardrop. Can't hit that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now.
And the intensity Steven Adams brings onto the court with him is obvious. Doesn't let the game come to him. He wants to dictate tempo.
And Greg, that's a quality that served him well. He had a lot to prove when he came into this league. He had to be assertive early on. That attitude has never left him. He still is an intimidator.
And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Sometimes with bigs, you prefer to send them to the line, but Jaren, he's a knockdown shooter from there as well.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Conchar's checked in for Brooks. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Bain. And it's Morant in for Jones. The Rockets also changing it up. Matthews, he's checked in for Gordon. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Porter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Green. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Adams. And it's Anderson in for Jaren Jackson. Anderson passes to Morant. Takes it inside. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. Here's Christopher.